Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having another amazing night. I got a little bit of work done, and then I was kind of cruising Newdex, and I was thinking to myself the same thing like I always kind of think when I cruise Newdex for a prolonged period of time. And I was thinking, like, what the hell is this stuff? There's lots of great projects on there, but again, of course, like I'm trying to do kind of a mini series that breaks down some of the projects that are coming out and just like my analysis of them. Pre-warning, I always say this, but it's true. I'm not a professional investor. I'm not even really like a good investor. But I have some observations that might help you guys. They might not. But at least I wanted to start bringing to light some of the projects that are on Newdex and talking about some of the things that come up. And this is one of those projects that just came up a little while ago, and it kind of slapped me in the face. And all I could think really was like, what is this thing? And before we go any further, it's not my intention to discredit any project. And sometimes, like when I talk about projects, I could be way off. But again, always do your own research. Invest what you can afford to lose. Because in this market these days, a lot of the times, you're going to lose it. 1 out of every 10 projects makes it. It's truth. Let's take a look. I cooked up something good for today. I want to talk about it because it struck my eye a little while ago, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Without further ado, let's get into it. I am not like the next anybody. I'm just a guy who like cruises Newdex and, you know, sometimes invests in different projects and sometimes doesn't invest in other projects. This is one that kind of popped up recently, which I had my eye on for a few reasons. Number one is that it's kind of got an interesting trading pattern. Started trading on November 26th. We just see an explosion of green from about 0.00042 to 0.00699, where it's kind of sitting currently, actually 7220, which is interesting because it's got a 6 billion circulating supply, and that is ECT Chain. Now again, not an investor, not investing advice. I just, I'm always intrigued by projects when I see kind of this type of trading behavior, which is a whole lot of green. I mean, I guess that's an escalation from a lot to a lot. So anyway, needless to say, I saw this thing, I had my eye on it, and I wanted to do a little bit of math primarily, which I think I'm going to take a few seconds to do. It's currently sitting at this price with a circulating supply of 6 billion. Let's quickly do some math here and figure out what we're sitting at roughly for overall market cap. I just did like a quick little primary calculation. If we had 6 billion circulating supply times 0.007, and then we multiplied that by the rate of EOS, which is sitting around 260, let's say right now, we've got over $100 million market cap for ECTT, which to me is interesting because it just is. That seems like an awfully high market cap for a project that just started trading November 26th. But that being said, I don't know, like it's an Asian community kind of type thing, so there could be a lot that I'm not privy to, but 100 million valuation, I based it on 0.007, seems a little intense. Anyway, with that being said, let's dig into what exactly this thing is. So I've kind of did so previously, clicked on ECT Chain, and a website comes up a little bit. So ECTT has been registered on EOS Decentralized Exchange on November 26th, which is of course Newdex, which we were just looking at. There is a white paper, which we're going to dig through. And keeping in mind that the entire website is in what I believe either Mandarin or Cantonese. Every woman deserves 100 points of love. Every man should give his loved one 100 points of love. 1 point per carat. 1 carat, 100 points. Okay, so anyway, it does seem to have a good listing of team members here. Seems like they have like a real team. We've got a marketing consultant, an identification and traceability consultant. We've got a community consultant down here. 11 years of internet marketing experience and actual combat works include fans economics. Okay, so that's got to be lost in translation, obviously. I won't get too into that, or I won't read too into that, but they seem to have a team. I wish I could check out kind of the team on, see a little bit about technology here. So I am clicking on this and it doesn't seem to be coming up, unless it's just my browser, which is entirely possible. I'm kind of just getting the same page. Partner, companion, and it comes up with the same page. Yeah, I could be wrong, but the website doesn't seem to be functioning super well for me, and that could maybe be my browser. I'm not really sure. Okay, so all I seem to be able to open up is, of course, ECT Chain token. So I open this up and it comes up with a white paper, which is not something that I would typically be able to read. So what I did was I copied and I pasted it into a Google Docs. And I think that's really important that you realize that a lot of this is lost in translation. So even if it seems silly, then I don't know. I could be wrong. And once again, if this is your project and I'm missing something, then please contact me. Please reach out to me and sit down and have a chat, because I always love learning about people who have good intentions on EOS. So this is just kind of taken apart. As you can see, it's chopped up. This isn't obviously the real white paper, but it's obviously based around the jewelry industry market. It's talking about some growth statistics. The wedding market just needs diamond permanent. A permanent diamond equals love instead of gold. Okay, I'm not going to get into that because I think that would be silly to try to ascertain logic from something that was translated very roughly. So it talks about high consumption of jewelry and diamond in China, European and American hand currency, steady appreciation, scarce resources. So they're saying that diamonds mined have been stable, industry pain point, diamond investing. So it looks like this might be a chain that's kind of related to investing in diamonds. From what I can kind of pull out, the value of diamonds, bigger the diamond, the rarer it is. Diamond identification difficulties. So maybe the blockchain can be used for that. I guess that's kind of a good point. More well-known domestic and foreign accreditation bodies, lack diamond recycling channels. Okay, so the eCarat ecosystem, this is the solution. We use as a payment tool for the entire diamond trading session for cross-border payments and institutional investments. There's an eChain DAPP mall, featured diamond trading platform. We're providing mining functions. Security is token pocket, meet.1, EOS token. Saying other advantages, diamond fund, ordinary users can also invest in precious diamonds. They're going to set up a DAPP for investing in diamonds. Okay, I guess like I went and checked Telegram. They had 12 people in Telegram, but that's, once again, it could be just like a Chinese community thing where maybe they use like WeChat or some other application, but I've dug into this quite a bit. I noticed that it has a $100 million market cap. It doesn't seem to be super accessible to the Western or English-speaking community. I noticed a pretty serious rise here, which could just be, it could just be demand. Who knows? It could just be demand from people who really know what this is all about. But it appears to be like a diamond trading platform. I would have some questions about that, wondering the legalities behind diamond trading and investing in kind of commodities without identification, but I could be totally wrong. Website doesn't seem to be completely functional. I don't see a huge English community, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a big Asian influence community. It's been trading for about a little over a month, and it is now a $100 million DAPP. Man, so I guess what this is all about really is based on some of the stuff I'm seeing, would I invest? At this point, me personally, would I invest in this? No, I wouldn't. But that doesn't mean that I'm not missing something. That doesn't mean that it's not a valid application. That doesn't mean that it's a scam. It just means that given the current information that I have, looking at some of the charts, trying out the webpage, doing a little bit of basic community research and calculating an overall market cap, would this be something that I would sink money into without having more information? Absolutely not. Not a chance. No way, Jose, no. But that being said, I've noticed that this is primarily geared towards the Asian community. They seem to have the people listed on the website. Maybe they wouldn't be listed on LinkedIn. I think maybe if I did a little bit more research on some of the people who were behind this thing on the website, got a little bit more information on the team, and had a little bit of an idea at how far along they were in terms of the roadmap, maybe I would have a little bit more confidence. But just based on what I've taken a look at, based on kind of what I'm seeing right now, I would not. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't. You always do your own research. I've just kind of compiled a quick 5-10 minute what I've seen and put it out here. So I want to know what you guys think. Would you guys invest in ECT Chain? And if there's somebody who's part of the Asian community and I'm really missing something here, fill me in. Fill in anybody who's watching, because I really don't want to misrepresent anything. I think that maybe if anything, they're just kind of getting going. If they had a little bit more resources for the English speaking community and help smooth out some things, then it might be a little bit more of an open trading investment opportunity. But currently looking at it from what I see with the information I have provided, I would not invest. Do your own research. I hope that helps. So that was just kind of a quick and dirty look at ECT Chain. And again, I'm not the guru of investing, so I might be missing something. I want to know what you guys think. Would you guys invest in ECT Chain? Am I missing something? Is there something else I should have looked at in my analysis? Please leave your comments below. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. I love doing these things, and give me some suggestions for something else that I could do in my next adventures on Newdex. We'll see you guys soon. Have fun. Have a great night, and spend some time with the family, man, because life is short. See you soon. Bye.